Welcome back to Southeast Texas Weekly. I'm Kevin Steele, and joining us to talk about autism support throughout Southeast Texas, some nice ladies, Denise Lindsay, Crystal Riley, and Bradley Lindsay joining us today. Thanks for coming in, sir. We appreciate you. Great to have you by. Listen, the organization itself, how long have you been around autism support?
For about 8 years.
8 years, okay. You know, it's extraordinary to think that Southeast Texas would not have an organization like this, and you're doing a lot of things which we'll get to during the course of this interview, but what did it take? Have you been around it from the very beginning? What did it take to get the group where it is today?
It's taken new people coming in each year to promote it more and more. I mean, it's come a long way since I've been here. I've only been with the chapter for about 5 years.
Okay.
So, and it's going to go even farther after I leave.
Yeah, okay,
So.
all right, yeah. Crystal, what's it like? What's the organization like? Maybe there are parents out there with autistic child who say, you know what, this is just hard. This is just really hard. I really could use a hand. How do I get, plugged in with autism support?
We do have a website.
Okay.
They can go online. We also have a phone number where they can call us, where the chapter phone, all the calls are returned. Raising a child with autism is extremely hard. This is what we call our community. This is the one place where you can bring your kid, that you don't get the stares, you don't get the parenting advice. It helps a lot as far as plugging you into different services that are available within the community. We have advocates that are willing to go with you to any of the meetings as far as the school, and we have a lot of resources available that parents might not be able to get in touch with otherwise.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it always takes money to make these things happen, and in that vein, you actually have something coming up in the not-too-distant future. Tell us about that.
We have a golf tournament. This will be our 3rd year doing it. Iron Oaks Golf Club is gracious enough that that's where we're going to be hosting it. It will be on April 10th. This is one of our major fundraisers. The services that we provide as far as outings are free to members.
Okay.
We provide it at no cost to them. There are other different outings that get passed on to us that we offer at a discounted rate. Our meetings are free of charge for people to come in and get information and listen in on. But the golf tournament is something that provides a lot of the funding for us throughout the year.
Yeah, absolutely critical. Would you say, Denise? I mean, how do these fundraisers stack up in terms of importance?
Oh, very. If it's not for the golf tournament, the money we bring in, we wouldn't be able to do anything for our members. And we have grown so much just since I've come on board. I mean, when I first come on board, I think we had about 100 people on our email list, and we're almost up to 600 right now.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. And what's an example? You mentioned the email list. What's an example of, you have a newsletter?
Yes, we have newsletters. We have our monthly meetings once a month, typically the 2nd Tuesday of every month. We alternate locations between Nederland and Beaumont.
Okay.
We have different speakers come in. We've had doctors come in, parents, therapists. It's whatever the need is for our members is the kind of speaker that we have come in and speak at the meetings. We typically offer free child care at each meeting, so our parents can come, because it's very hard for us to find a babysitter.
Yeah.
We do social outings. It's very hard for parents that have kids with autism to go out into the public, because you never know when our kids are going to have a meltdown, how they're going to adjust to situations. So we go as a group, and it doesn't matter.
Right.
If our kids have a meltdown, we're there together. It does.
You understand each other in a way that others wouldn't.
Right.
Explain and maybe throw out a sales pitch of sorts for people in Southeast Texas that may have an autistic child and may not know about. This is your opportunity to do a sales pitch if you like.
Autism support of Southeast Texas, I can honestly say, has probably saved me numerous times from just being stuck at home. Our organization is one that provides countless opportunities that are not there unless you come out and you get involved. I can't I can't put into words what it means to be able to go somewhere and have the extra help and have the extra people watching over your child to make sure that they're not going to run off into a parking lot or get hurt or anything like that. This is probably one of the best organizations as far as being able to be social and socialize your child, which is something that they're lacking.
Wow, pretty good sales pitch. Well done. It's called Chip In for Autism, your
Right.
golf tournament coming up. Let's repeat for folks. How can folks help you out?
Right now, we are putting together the two-man teams. So if they want to come out and play, we'd be more than happy to have them.
You have time. We have a few weeks for
Right.
the Eaton event.
Right. We also are always taking sponsors. Sponsorship money gets fueled directly into the cost for the golf tournament, and anything that we have left over will then be turned over into direct funds that will benefit the parents.
Well put. Crystal Riley with Autism Support, Denise, Lindsay, and Bradley, who, by the way, I hope you can see it, gave me a very nice bracelet I'm going to wear for the next few weeks here. Thank you very much, Bradley. And thanks to all of you for joining us and giving us a little bit of insight on this great organization. We're back with more Southeast Texas Weekly right after this break.